Britannia Waives the Rules in hardback or paperback, though these are mock-ups at the moment. We're in the process of publishing. I'll explain that in a moment. My name is Mike Cashman. Please subscribe to the channel if you find this interesting. This one's a little bit of a push, but I'll explain why. These could solve a problem for you if you feel you've been banging your head against a brick wall in argument, or indeed if you just have somebody who is like-minded or possibly not like-minded, who you're due to get a present for. So there could be some Christmas present answers within the products that we have here. Unusual present, perhaps. So these are compendium books. So let me just take the hardback, same content as the paperback, and the same content, in fact, as the three separate books. Brexit's a Trick, Not a Treat, Brexit's a Musical Trick, I Don't Beg Pardon, I'm Talking Bullocks from the Rose Garden, because the most common purchase recently of the books has been to buy all three together. Well, here you are. For less than the price of all three together, you can get them in hardback or even lower cost in the paperback. These are actually mock-ups because, as I say, we're producing them at the moment. So I printed the cover roughly. The publishing process gets it exact, and I needed a similar size book to just wrap it around to represent. Well, it's 399 pages, so thank you, Michael Cashman. Your book ended up being just the right size to mock up Britannia Waives the Rules. This one, little signature there from Lord Michael Cashman. I am not Lord Michael Cashman, for those of you who get confused. So, as I say, you may have been banging your head against a brick wall in political argument, not getting anywhere. Some people have tried insults. I don't really agree with that. But what about humour? The thing is, humour can unlock conversations that have previously been locked, can open up discussion, and if you can laugh together, then maybe there's some learning is possible as a result of that. I know Brexit and indeed COVID, as we get to with the COVID musical, are serious subjects. Sometimes you have to laugh or you cry, or that's the view that I've taken anyway, and thousands of you seem to agree. I know some of you are looking at this and saying, oh, he's only after us for our money. Why do you do that, by the way? Do you go to the supermarket wanting to get some food and then see the prices and say, they're only after us for our money, and go away and not make the purchase? I do accept that you chose to go to the supermarket, whereas, of course, for the YouTube channel, I've forced you to watch it. Have I? I think most of you, I think all of you, hopefully, choose to watch it. Most of you, hopefully, because you have perhaps a similar sense of humour to me, at least, though I know some come to raise objections, and so you are perfectly entitled to do that. But I am not after your money, not for me anyway, because all of the profits for all of the books and all of the music goes to COVID charities. So DEC coronavirus appeal at the moment. Now, I know how rigorous Disasters Emergency Committee DEC is for the constituent projects, because with a different hat on, I've been reporting on projects in Kenya, Ethiopia, Sierra Leone for Ebola eradication, Nepal after the earthquake, to DEC. So I'm the person who has needed to provide rigorous reports and answer the questions from the DEC. So I know that the money that you spend on these is going to a good cause, and all of the profit does go that way. You can get the music, by the way, on CD, USB, both the COVID musical and the Brexit musical. That's available on USB as well. So the the very first song that I wrote was Brexitian Fantasy, takeoff of Bohemian Rhapsody. Got shared hundreds of times on social media. This was June 2016. Didn't change the referendum result, but it did convey some truths. And as we've gone through Don't Cry for Leave Now, Theresa, tie a yellow hammer, try a yellow hammer around the whole country, bridge over doubled borders, and many more, Portaloo, Kent Convoy, and you know, all of these things. The cast who sang Brexit's musical trick, some of them said, gosh, there's real layers in here, layers of meaning that's gained a really deeper understanding of the whole Brexit process by listening to the songs, which of course are sung wonderfully by Leon Berger of English National Opera, Zena Wigram, a soprano, John Asher, who describes himself as a one-hit wonder, from Tis Was, Let's Twist Again on Top of the Pops, that's his one hit, but singing also in Brexit's musical trick, and accompanied by many more good singers, mixed by Ben Chambers. So there is plenty of stuff there, and as I say, it can be a way to unlock conversations. Give it to your friends, give it to like-minded people. Some of this stuff can can boost morale on our own side of the argument, and you know, we would see it as an argument for truth and integrity and competence in politics. Appreciate not all see it that way. So boosting morale on our own side of the argument, but as I say, be a little bit bold and give, or at least share, some of these with your friends, if you do have them, who have alternate opinions. You know, leave it around in your house, the coffee table or the toilet or wherever you think people might browse. Give it to people as a present. Maybe you can chuckle over some of the stuff together. So the compendium book does contain all three of the original books, or contains everything from there. We used, you know, a few little tricks to save space, and also has some of the 2021 material, Lord Tory's speeches, Mr. Curtis Lee Smug, Brexit Impact Scale, World King Boris and the Quest for the Sacred Benefits of Brexit, and several others. So there's actually more in this than in the three books, and it costs less. So, you know, if you're wanting sort of a hefty tome with all of the parody, all of the comedy over the last 5 years, here it is. But if, on the other hand, and you know, I know Christmas is a few months away, but it will come upon us. But if you're looking for just a secret Santa present, well, hey, this one is £5.95. To physically get hold of these, look on Etsy or Amazon and search for Viewdelta. The music is available on Etsy, and the total package entitled Sovereignty, where you get 3 books and 2 CDs or 2 USBs, and an empty box labelled Sovereignty. You can get that on Etsy as well. And all of the stuff is available on Amazon. Depending on when you look, because we've only just published on Amazon, the links may not be there straight away. Do go to the website www.viewdelta.com. That has got also excerpts from some of the songs. And these books do make people laugh. Late in 2019, I was, in the nicest possible way, on the street with the first 2 books, talking to people outside pubs and restaurants, and people of all political persuasions. If they opened the book at a random page, or I might open it up where there was music of the sort that they liked, typically people would burst out laughing before they got to the end of the page. So people do enjoy the stuff. You would, your friends would. It's likely, if you're still watching, that you've got some sort of a similar sense of humour to me. Your friends, I'm not necessarily talking about the out-and-out 100%, 180-degree convinced Brexiter, but there are plenty of people in the middle who may have given up on the political argument and may not want to get into a political argument, whose kind of senses might be alerted a little bit. They might be engaged a bit by encountering the lyrics or the music of some of these songs and sketches. So just an idea, but why not try it? It'd be an unusual present for some of your friends. And okay, I know I've been a little bit pushy on this, but I'll tell you a little story. There was an author, let's call him John, who used to give talks and put his books at the back, and never mention the books, and nobody ever bought the books. And his friend said to him, John, when you wrote those books, did you want people to read them? And John said, yes. And the friend said, and John, did you want people to buy the books so that they would read them? And John said, yes. So the friend said, well, tell them. So I'm telling you, here are the books. Here's the music. Buy the books. Buy the music. It will help with whoever hears that to spread a message that is positive, advocating for honesty and truth and competence. You'll have some fun along the way. Your friends may enjoy it. It may be educational for them. And you'll be raising some money for a good cause, for coronavirus support around the world with the Disasters Emergency Committee. So those are my thoughts about this stuff. Please feel free to add your own. If you have been this far, thank you for watching.